Hello and welcome to the Quiver channel. I'm Jason, your host. I am just setting up my new system in the kitchen. It's not as well set up as the old one, so I'm just making sure that the sound's working and everything is go. We've got every channel working, yep. So we're going to make some tomato soup. No recipe, I'm just going to put some stuff together. I want to wait a few minutes for people to arrive. Hello, Kayla. Yay! Right. So we haven't got the cameras in the right position or anything yet, but we've got the main camera on the main stuff that we'll need, so that's okay. Now the first thing I'm going to put in is these. It's already heated up, so I'm going to put those straight in the oven on that little plate. Right, so we have that in. Now, don't really need that one, so let's move it out of the way. Main pot there while I put stuff in it. Onions. Frozen red onions in there, just what I had actually available. Carrots, I didn't have any fresh, so I'm going to put some carrots in there. Now, see what we're going to add. I don't have squirrel. Well, just some tomatoes. I'm just going to cut them up because we're making a nice thick tomato soup. So I'm going to put 3 of these. No, actually, I'll put 6 of these in. Just slicing them up. Okay. Right, that's that bit. Done. Move this out of the way. I have to move things out of the way before I continue. Right. What do I need? Oh yeah. Chopped tomatoes. They'll go in over the top. I'll need that for the juice. We've got that bit done. Now, tomato puree. Open up this and let's put that in. Probably, I'd say about half a tube. That went everywhere. Not enough if it went in the right place. It's the thought that counts. And I'm going to put this on the back burner straight away. Put it on max heat while I put some water in it. I'm just going to put about 100 mils in to start with while I put everything else in. So that's the basics. I'm going to add some black pepper, some rock salt, Himalayan rock salt, garlic granules, bit of celery salt, because I don't have any celery, but celery salt goes. So what else are we adding? Basil, thyme, and a little bit of oregano. Yeah, why not? Now, I don't have any what I want to put in. I'm going to put a little bit of stock in there. And all we do is add some water. Into it. Yay! How much I want. This is going to be quite a thick soup, but the dogs are both in the kitchen watching me. I'm thinking, what I need now is this. So it'll heat up quick. Just a bit high on there. Actually, I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil in there. Not olive oil, extra virgin oil. Yeah, extra virgin olive oil. Where did it sound? That does add something there. I'm going to leave that like that for a little bit. Not even going to stir it to start with, because it needs stirring. So all I did was fresh tomatoes, some carrots, some onions, some tomato puree, which can go away now. Tomato puree can go away and everything else. That will boil pretty quickly. I haven't really got this set up right yet. What I'm going to do is cook it in the big saucepan. Then I'm going to transfer it to this to reduce it. So I'll cook it in the big one. Then I'm going to use my blender, which just came, so I've got the blender now. Works. Tested it. So I'll blend it all up. And we will have it. That's why I've been waiting for so long. I've been waiting for the delivery of the blender from Amazon. Mine died a while ago, and I haven't been able to replace it. So, ooh, I know. I'm going to put some paprika in as well. I do like paprika. I'm really heating the burners. And so, we can just chat here now. Really need to do something about the lighting in here. I wonder if we can reduce the lighting in here. Give me a sec, I'll be back in a minute. I'm just going to get my... I may be able to dim this light a little bit, and therefore it won't be too bright on me. So let's see what we can do. I know I've got something weird. Got the LifeX for the kitchen now. Kitchen. Okay, so we've got the kitchen one on. Yep, it's the kitchen one on. Right, let's reduce it down a little bit. Change the lighting to daylight. No, it's not going to work really. It's the webcam I'm using on the thingy. It hasn't got any low light stuff, so it can't really change anything. But we will work it out. There anyway. Now it's heating up. I'm going to take the lid off and use my spatula just to stir it up a little bit. Yeah. I like doing this, and I like cooking with other people. I like making stuff that's completely new or something that I haven't done for a while. I used to make tomato soup a lot because Paola used to love tomato soup. This is the first time I made it for about a year and a half. Want to check on those? Those are. They're done. Oh. I'm going to turn that off. So, the little baked mini baguettes, I don't know what they're called. They're called petite and petite something or other. I'll be doing all my normal streams tonight, probably Star Trek Online. Yep, probably Star Trek Online. Nice thing is it doesn't take long to cook, because the longest thing that would have taken to cook is the carrots. Seeing as the carrots are tin carrots, they're already pre-cooked, so now the interesting thing will be when this blender, this hand blender, which I love using them. If it goes well, it's going to be to make it all smooth and blend it all together. If it goes badly, I'm going to end up with tomatoes all over the kitchen. So it's a win-win situation. Either I go a really nice smooth soup, or I get a redecorated kitchen. What do you think is going to happen, Kayla? Do you think we're going to get a redecorated kitchen, or do you think we're going to get a blended soup? Cooking with Squirrel. I think everything's working. So what we've got going at the moment is, actually I should take them out now. I will take out the little panini thingies from the oven, which will be gorgeous dipped in a soup. Right. So we've got those to use with it. Put them on there without them falling off. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move them to a plate so I don't burn myself when I pick stuff up. There. We have those three. Which they will be gorgeous in a tomato soup. Now, turn it down a little bit. Just need that to boil for about 5 minutes. Because the real cooking is going to happen in here when I'm reducing it all afterwards. Now I'm doing enough here to put some away so I can freeze it in the little place there in the freezer. Let's find what we use. I'll use some of these so I can freeze some. Look over here. There you can see it. It's in fact, if I put you there to now. That is the soup cooking. Oops. Need to do that. Take the lid off. And I don't want it to spit everywhere, so I'll leave the lid on for now. I don't want to make too much. Hello, White Lives Matter. Yeah. So what we've got is, we started off with just some red onions, frozen red onions, 6 tomatoes, added a tin of carrots into there, some oregano, basil, celery salt, garlic, salt and pepper into it. Added some tomato puree and a tin of chopped tomato. It's got the 3 types of tomato in there. And I'm now just boiling it up. We're going to eat it, have it with these that I've just baked in the hot baked in the oven. So those are going to be with it. And I've got some cheese. I'm going to have some probably cheddar cheese. So 3 more minutes and then I'm going to blend it using the hand mix. I'm going to try to turn it all into a smooth soup. In theory, or I will make a mess of my kitchen because this is a new blender and I haven't used it before. So I was waiting for the Amazon delivery of the actual blender. Oh, could work really well. And then I'm going to reduce it in this pan until it's the consistency I like. Turn that down again. 2 more minutes. Feel free to ask me some questions. I like making fresh soups because you know what goes in it. You decide. I think find most soups out there that are tin based have too much salt and too much sugar. Salt and sugar is the easiest way for a company to make things taste nice. Yeah. Because you can put as much salt or sugar or whatever in you want because you're making it. I'm going to minus this a little. Rid of that. I'd say that's about ready. Let's turn it off for now. put this over here, away. Right. Yep. So, as you can see, well, you should be able to see. Let's see if we can bring this over here a little bit. We have 6 fresh tomatoes, a tin of chopped tomato, some tomato puree. We have some carrots, some onions, some celery, salt, basil, salt, and pepper. Now, in theory, what I'm going to try to do now, without making a complete mess of my kitchen, is just as you can see, we're slowly turning it into, getting rid of all the things and turning it into, puree everything. You don't have to, you can have it chunky, but right. Right. As you can probably tell, I'll get my... That is completely pureed. Yeah, I'm really surprised there was no splashing. I'm really surprised. I've done it before, so I know the angle you're supposed to do it on, but let's move this over there. Now, we're going to not going to come too close to the edge. Hello, the rest can be there. Right, so we're going to slowly reduce this a bit. We won't need it on full or anything. I don't need this now, so take this bit off and go and clean it. Good. Yeah. I love using those. That blender like that. See, that blender only arrived today. Now I need to turn this down quickly so it doesn't start spitting everywhere, because it will if I don't watch it. Hello, Diva. And Monox. So, As you can see, it is now in the stage of just a lovely thick thing already. Started off with just some frozen onions, red onions, that I had in the freezer. 6 6 tomatoes, some chopped tomato in a can, some pureed tomato in a tube. Just have the 3 different types in there. Some carrots. Then we added various different herbs in there. I'm going to taste it in a bit and see if it needs anything else. It's a ceramic one, it's not an induction. This kitchen was put together just before the induction ones became popular. That's really nice. That is really nice. I think I've got the herbs and the spices in that about right. That's a nice. I'm probably going to add a little bit more garlic. And a little bit of cayenne pepper to give it a kick. So I'm going to put a little bit of cayenne pepper in it. I don't do measurements when it comes to spices and that, because I know what I like in mine, but everybody's different. There's a little bit more paprika in there. Yeah, because this cooking hobby is about 5 years old. I've done a lot of cooking in this room. Turn this up a bit. Very responsive, this hub is. Oh. Now I'll be adding a little bit of cheese on top of this. Tastes gorgeous and it smells really nice as well. Yeah, it's thermostat controlled. So it gets up to the temperature it needs to be and then it'll shut itself down and keep it at that temperature. But it doesn't turn itself off when I don't need it. It doesn't do it in a weird way. But of course you could add mushrooms to this. You could have, if I had got some celery in, you could have celery in it. I could have just done tomato and carrot instead of tomato, carrot and onion. You could thicken it up and cube a few potatoes up and turn them into little cubes and put that in, and that'd be quite nice in it. But you don't need that much. You don't need to turn it into a vegetable soup. It's fine as it is. Yeah. Yeah, I think it is an overheat setting. They're very good like that. Like my new oven. I love the oven as well. And Bertie's here wanting food as usual. See, I've got that camera set up really well there. Shows the colours really nice. Well, the main reason I haven't done a tomato soup or any kind of soup is because I haven't had a hand blender. You saw how easy it was me to blend it. Oh, that. I'd say at least 3 servings. At least 3, I would say 3 servings, because I'm going to have, I half baked these to go with it, so at least 3 servings. Spitting a little bit, so take the temperature down a little bit on it. Like I said, I've got these, which I got from Amazon, which are for freezing, so I'll just put some inside each of these, put it inside the freezer and freeze up. Plus I'll have mine for tea and so on. I mean, that is ready, it's ready. I would say it's definitely ready, that soup is. No, it took 30 minutes to do it. Well, I think everybody should make their own soup now and then. It's so nice to be able to just decide whatever ingredients you like in a soup and just make it. And if you experiment, you'll find out how much salt you like in yours, how much pepper. I don't believe in any recipes that give you exact amounts, because that's what that person who created the recipe liked. Amounts for spices and herbs should be a very personal thing, which you figure out over time. Yep, I am. Every t-shirt I have is black. I need this. I'll put this out. So just need to do a tiny bit of cleaning together. I need a new spatula, not a new spatula, a new label. A label, that's what I want. I want a label, good label. Probably a metal one. So, we can turn this off now. You see, it's really gone thick. I'd say 3 of these. And then some mature cheddar, pre-grated, of course. I can figure out how to open the damn thing. That'll melt into it. Put this back away in the fridge. So, I won't have all three of those. Yeah, that's my food. Yeah. So, I'll just sit here while I just sort out there. So, any questions before I'll do one more list of what was in there. Frozen red onions. As you can see, it's reduced really well. And yet I'll put away some of that later once it's cooled down. Onions, tomatoes sliced up. Chunkily sliced up for mine. I am. Carrots. We added some salt and pepper, some basil, some paprika, some celery salt, a bit of cayenne pepper, I like that as well, a bit of oregano, just the cheapest, let me just make this over here, the cheapest tomatoes I could get. In fact, here. The cheapest tomatoes I could get. Tomatoes on the vine. Cheapest I could get. Nothing fancy. All the stuff I had in the house. My shop. And just cooked it up in a saucepan, then blended it with a hand blender, and then reduced it a bit and cooked it on the pan. I like cooking it on the pan afterwards. They didn't have that many different kinds in stock. So, I will go and eat now before that goes cold. But it does smell really nice when I eat my food. So I will say bye-bye for now. I can remember how to stop things on here. So, bye-bye for now. I hope you all have a good time, and thank you for coming and watching me do this. I hope you all have a good day.